Okay, after kind of polished, but that'll pass. That's all I need. So how do I do that? I put it in a 4-jar chuck and lined everything up as best as I could because it's kind of like, kind of device. But anyway, the manager, the foreman. Hi. So this is my homemade lathe. It's kind of not so well lit up here, but oh well. Let's see. Oh, look at my hands. Ooh, what fun that is. So, well, get up. Take a look at it. Yeah, okay. All this was built from other things, okay? My goodness, even got a centerpiece, steady rest here. My unique way of adding this tailstock. As you can see, there's a plate under there with a screw coming down and anchoring it that way. Because this thing is just using H-beams, or I-beams, I should say. And this was fun to do. The legs I got from somewhere else. I said, oh, a pair of legs. Now let's make a lathe with them. So that's where I got the idea. Old headstock from somewhere. Flat belt driven. Big heavy duty motor. That's perfect. Switch. Ways attaching belts. V-belt. Because actually the motor's V-belt goes onto this here. A couple of pillow blocks with a pulley. That's a V-belt. And a flat pulley up here for flat belt drive. Yeah. Then tensioning devices like these here. You just want to tension up the belt. You just work those up or down. Say I'm up here. Right. Those are little jacks I have to adjust tension. Got this nice piece mounted here too for milling. If I want to mill or do weird things like that. Normally I have a milling machine, but it's fun. I like machine tools, old ones, you know. Well made. This is a well made old timer. So, started out today, put this in the 4-jar chuck and line it up. And you see it's got a live center there. I guess I can move that back now. I think I'm pretty well finished. So how do you move it back? Well, you just unloosen this back bolt here. And tailstock slides back. Okay, and then everything works fine. Take out your live center, which is this one here. Of course, you can make an indentation for the live center on the top of the, let's say, this particular piece, which is a ball. EVO likes balls, but it's too big for them. And here's a tensioning system. It slides back and forth. Carriage goes back and forth. That's how you lock it in place. Very simple. Kyber Pass Engineering EVO. And then I added struts like that across the two H-beams, or I-beams. I don't know why I keep calling them H-beams. Well, I got two of them. And for rough work, there it is. I should paint that too, I suppose, but for rough work, it's perfect. I like lathes and shapers. If you got a 36-inch or a 24-inch metal shaper, drop it off. I like shapers. I think they're neat. I already got two of them. One's 14-inch, the other's 7-inch. They're nice machines. I got power hacksaw stuff. I got machines everywhere. I'm a machine freak. Vintage stuff, you know. I'm not into electronic. Modern electronic stuff. No. Just stuff from the turn of the century on up to, about 1980 maybe, 90, I don't know. We're all crazy, so what can I say? So a nice motor, a free one from the scrapyard some years ago in Santa Rosa. Another little scrapyard I visit once in a while, so I think this turned out a-okay in my opinion anyway. It was all rusty, so the casting of a ball mounted on a plate of hard steel, interesting combination. Not that trustworthy, I wouldn't think, but anyway, I'm having fun. You see the project manager. He's taking it. He's being cool about it. So hello, you're taking a nap? Good. Hot day, maybe 100. Got air conditioning on. Cold air rolls along the floor. The hot air rises. And Mr. EVO likes the cold air like me. So, anyway, that's the story of the ball. Well, EVO didn't move on that one, so. Now what I do is take everything and put it all back together. Here, take tailstock, move it back. Pull that out and clean everything like I always do with every operation with machine tools. So that was fun. Right, EVO? Let's see, where are we here? So that's the tailstock anchoring point. Tight, see. No, that's loose. So what we do, check loose, wrench down, slide it back, it should slide easy. Slides nice and easy. Where are we here with this? Live center. So clean everything up, EVO. Put that chuck back in here. What else we gotta do? Let's clean everything up and get that guy out of there. Oh, so that was a fun project. Yeah. So this guy moves back and forth. As you can see, it moves back and forth. Pretty heavy though, all this metal on it. And then for doing regular machining, which I've done many times in this fellow, I just use this guy. Along with a tool bit holder I made. So I've done stuff with this rough work. Accurate stuff, I use the real lathe. So anyway, that's the lathe story for today in the ball. Have you got balls? There's my little dimple I put in there with this little drill for making live or dead centers to fit in there. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.